For my field trip, I went to two places, Brackendale and Murrin Provincial Park. I first went to Brackendale, more specifically the Squamish River. Brackendale is a small community just north of Squamish and is the World Eagle capital. Unfortunately, I showed up about a month late as a local told me the eagles show up in December and January. This is because the eagles follow the salmon run in the winter. Hard to imagine anyone would travel north for a winter vacation in the northern hemisphere. Unfortunately, there were no salmon in Brackendale to be seen either, leaving me with trees and moss. I will save the trees for later. I learned some interesting facts about the growth on the trees. Firstly, I'll talk about a common moss seen on most trees in the Pacific Northwest. It was difficult to find the exact moss I was looking for. Closest I could find to what I was seeing was a type of orthotrichum moss. Orthotrichum is a genus of moss that comes from the family, that word on screen. This moss is found in most parts of the world. The most interesting organism I observed was one that I was already familiar with. I called it grandfather's beard because that was what my uncle called it. My experience with grandfather's beard was using it to start fires. It made great tinder and can be found growing off dead trees protruding from the side of those trees. Initially, I thought it was part of the kingdom Plantae, but as it turns out, the old man's beard, or usnea, is a lichen, a combination of algae and fungi. The type of usnea I was seeing was Usnea longisima, which is a lichen in the family, again, the word will be on screen. Apparently, usnea can be used to treat medical conditions such as fever, inflammation, and infection. It also has antiviral and antibiotic properties. It can be applied to wounds or taken by mouth. Usnea is also very dry and highly flammable, which makes it useful as a tinder for starting fires. After visiting Brackendale and the Squamish River, and not seeing enough of what I wanted, I went to Murrin Provincial Park, which is located south of Squamish. Murrin Park is home to Browning Lake, which was partially frozen over when I arrived. Again, there were no animals in the park, but there were trees, lots of trees. I saw 3 trees that I was able to recognize as Western Red Cedar, Douglas Fir, and Western Hemlock. The Western Red Cedar is the most significant tree on the west coast, and there was plenty of specimens to observe. The Western Red Cedar, or Thuja plicata, is a species of thuja, an evergreen carnivorous tree in the cypress family, Cupressaceae, native to western North America. It is not a true cedar of the genus Cedrus. The Western Red Cedar was used by British Columbia's indigenous peoples. The cedar tree was used in many different ways: canoes, house planks, boxes, clothing, and tools like arrow shafts and paddles. The cedar is known for its aromatic smell and natural insect repellent. The reason why cedar is insect repellent is the cedar's ability to run off a whole host of unwanted critters with aromatic hydrocarbons or phenols and acids it contains that are toxic. The phenols, which give the cedar its delightfully earthy scent, are what repels fleas, moths, cockroaches, venomous snakes, mice, and rats. That was my field trip. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this virtual excursion as much as I did. Thanks to my dad for helping me with this project, and until next time, goodbye.